Greetings from Continuum Global Asset Management. This is Manu Walia. Today is March 2nd. I wanted to put up this clip based on the rebound that the markets are experiencing today. The markets are up about 1,100 points. I'm talking about the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Last week, we experienced an almost a 13% loss in the markets, and today we're seeing a rebound. It prompted me to put a second video to our previous one, which is pretty ironic because most of the money managers, and like I say, the Cartoon Network, CNBC, even though I watch it all the time, there were a lot of people coming out of the woodworks and saying that we're going into a recession. There were some people who said this might be a dip and we should be buying on it, but it's just ironic to see that the entire trade of China and the United States is about $5 to $550 billion. And the markets lost over $3 trillion based on that premise. Now, I do understand that this pandemic could have spread to other countries, other continents, but we cannot refute the fact that every year there's about 30 to 40,000 people every year who die of influenza slash the flu. Now, I don't want to be indifferent towards this disease. You know, my heart goes to the families and friends of people who have suffered, and I want the best for them. But when we look at the markets, we have to put things in perspective, and that's the only way you can get ahead in the markets. If you look at Warren Buffett, do you believe that um, he was not buying into the market or he was panicking? I think he has that ability to actually take his fear and put it aside and put it into perspective and say, you know, I'm going to buy because I'm feeling queasy, or I'm going to buy because there's blood on the streets. There's this lady, Karen Finerman, who comes on Fast Money on CNBC. And I think that she's very, very smart. And she said one day, which was very appropriate, she said, you know, I'm going to be buying. I know that there's blood on the street. It may be my own blood, but I want to buy. Now that was great because she recognizes that she's a human being. She has emotions, but she has to compel herself to be able to buy when things look dire. I mean, buy low, sell high. Easier said than done. Another thing I'd like to point out is that I got a lot of hate mail based on what I said on Friday. If you look at the latter clip, I present our model qualitatively, not quantitatively. Of course, this is a video, so I can't really show you the permutation combinations of all the different variables. But having said that, we said that it's time for clients and investors to start to take some of that cash that we've been accumulating and move it into the market. Now, obviously, I got lucky, and there's nothing to say that I knew that the market's going to go up 1,100 points. That's hogwash. Nobody knows where the market's going to be. But you could preemptively look at history and say, if history is of any significance, which I believe it is, human sentiment is going to repeat itself or sort of repeat itself, so you can take advantage of that. Now, this 1,100 point rally could just be a rebound. I don't know. But I do know that last week, the volatility index, which shows the fear of investors, had gone above 45. I started buying when the VIX was above 25. In other words, I am sticking to the discipline that I've formed over the last 26 years as an investment manager. And I want to continue to do that. And hopefully it'll come to fruition in long-term returns. Having said that, I urge long-term investors, actually smart investors, to really take advantage of your own gut. When you feel compelled to sell, don't. When you feel compelled and euphoric in the market to buy, don't. It's very difficult because we have to go against our gut. but that's what we need to do. Again, you can reach us at continuumglobal.com, or you can call us through the website. Again, my name is Manu Walia, and happy investing.